Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Chapter 394 Season 2 Episode 314. Sorry this is a bit later up in the day than I want it to be, obviously, but another rough day out of my control. Seems that's the way it's been a lot recently, but yeah, couldn't record until now, so let's get into reading. And also... yeah, I mean, I guess there's nothing really to recap. We had the Bomb and Rachel agreement, or not really agreement, but the confrontation between the two of them, and I think I'd be excited if we get some Bomb backstory from Rachel's perspective and some stuff that she knows that nobody's been able to tell us yet. I'd be excited for that, or more Evankel, obviously, because Evankel just showed up to save Yuan Sung's bacon. And I guess that's pretty much about it. It seems like we're kind of going towards, and it seemed that way for a little while, but we're finally getting towards the ending of Season 2, maybe, if it's going to end right here once they get off the Hell Train and all that is settled, however they manage to be spirited away out of there. Whether they're actually maybe even captured by the army or not, I feel like either they'll escape or get captured or whatever. We'll have another time skip. C will take a hiatus like he did between... Workshop Battle and Hell Train, and then we'll start back up with a new segment of Tower of God story. Now this could be another 30 chapters or so away, or it could happen any time basically. I could see it being a good long bit of a while, or it could be like any chapter now. So no clue when we'll actually get there. But let's start reading 394, starting with the scene from the end of last week in Evankel. How dare you enter my floor and try to harm my servant? You've either lost your mind. Evankel's hell on the test level ruler. Okay, that's one hell of a way to translate those words. Or you think you can beat me, huh? High ranker, rank number 60, Evankel. Alright, Evankel, says Red Brubia. After brutally murdering the former ruler of the test floor chosen by Zahard, she's been the ruler of this place. An aggressive, unpredictable high ranker that he even disobeyed the orders of the king. So, even if he is the proper gender, that is a weird way to word that sentence. I heard you ignored Lord Zahard's order to report to him, and ran away somewhere far away, never to return. Ran away somewhere far away, never to return. Ah, that's right. Now I'm back. Although I didn't go to Lord Zahard, of course. Such impertinence. I have come to deliver the orders of the king. Stop messing around and show me the greatest respect that you can. Okay, so this is something else we were talking about in the comments, and I think I brought it up in the review too last week, is that Evankel might not necessarily be with FUG, they just might be kind of in for themselves, not really listening to Zahard. Alright. Show me the greatest respect you can. If I cared about that stuff, I wouldn't have killed the ruler of this place and stolen his throne, would I? You're the one who should be respectful towards me, the ruler of this floor. I mean, if you want to pay respect to me, your life should be enough. What? That's enough, Evankel. And then Yuan Sung's watching on. You may be a high ranker, and the ruler of this place, but it's not right to treat a messenger from the king like that. And we have somebody else showing up? Who are you? They have pink hair. Is this going to be a Eurasia? Oh no, never mind, blue hair. I'm Tinker Yolche. Okay, definitely the color scheme has changed from the panel above. I guess that was just because they were warping in. And the warp effect being pink, maybe it's something similar in technology to the Bong Bong. I'm Tinker Yolche, a faithful servant of Calavan, the commander of the 4th Squadron under the direction of the Zahard family. There is so much complexity that we are just getting no answers about. So we have the Royal Enforcement Division, and we still haven't heard shit about that since Lopo BRN. And now we have this army with commanders and squadrons. But we have 3rd Servant of Calavan, ranker Tinker Yolche. Okay, Tower of God, the Hell Train 3 Order 6. Calavan? Does she mean that famous human collector? Has he joined Zahard's army? Thinks Yuan Sung. I don't care who you work for. If you people are here to kill my subordinate, then I'll just have to kill you too. So, either screw off or die. Those are your two choices. And then we have a blurb from Tinker. Guess you don't intend to screw off. And then we have this cool red sword weapon again. But it extends and kind of flowers outward. So it looks kind of similar to the way that Sachi uses his ability, only instead of thorns and that wand, it's kind of like the wand making a sword of... It looks like flowery. It looks kind of like flower petals. Okay, Yolche has burp powers. They're burping out bubbles of water Shinsu. And then those bubbles erupt when hit. Alright. And it looks like all the things from the sword burst apart into multiple different attacks. So now we're seeing another Ranker fight. Do you think you can stop me with those petty tricks? And then Evankel's rushing in. And a second one shows up. A boy one. Okay, Evankel swings downward. Huge explosion of Shinsu, but it seems to be blocked down there at the bottom. Wow. I can't believe you've managed to block that attack. Who's that behind you? Right? You're sharper than I thought. You notice that I'm controlling the Shinsu. I guess you're not just a lunatic like the rumors say, and we have somebody behind the two servants. And honestly, from behind they look kind of like Varagarv, even having the name across the back. Or does Varagarv? I don't think he has a name across the back. He has the arrows, though, for sure. The Avatar. Yeah, I don't know if he has his name across the back. Mazano does for sure. But I thought Varagarv did too. I don't remember. Guess you're not just a lunatic like the rumors say. It's an honor to meet you. Yeah, they remind me a lot of Varagarv. They're definitely different, but they remind me a lot. They have destiny, resistance, alive, dead, different parts written on their body. Evankel. Second servant of Calavan in the 4th Squadron of the Royal Guards, High Ranker Yolker. So I wonder who the male servant version is. So you're Calavan. No, Calavan isn't here. He has some important business at the last station of the Helltrain. Okay, so Human Collector Calavan's probably going to be the one that Bomb and them have to deal with then. And he's going to be pretty damn strong if he has a high ranker as a servant. Okay. So that's what was written that you could see on the back of his shoulders. It's not one big word across its back. It's the alive and dead across his shoulders. Okay. So, we have Calavan, the girl, and then whoever was in the suit. What? You mean he sent you numbskulls to face me? And went off to the place where the regulars hang out? Well, that's because no one expected you to show up here, Evankel. Still, it's okay. We're more than capable of handling you on our own. More than enough. The last station thinks you unslug. Okay, for 1 second I'm going to go back up. Because, I don't know, maybe being in depth should be kind of what these reactions are about, more than just reading. But you know what we talked last week about them sometimes leaving things out? It seems weird that they had these introductions for the other two servants, but this one in the suit, like the male butler looking one, jumps in front of Yolche, and then the Shinsu is warped around, but he's not the one doing it. It's Volker, or whatever his name was, behind them. So I wonder why there wasn't that sort of introduction for them. Unless maybe they're just some sort of puppet or something being controlled by one of the other two. But, I don't know. It's weird that we just jumped from them jumping in front straight into, what was his name? Yolker. Yeah, kind of weird. And they all look similar, so maybe they're all related as well. Yolker, Yolche, and this third one. Okay. Now I'm back where we left off, right after Yuan Sung thinks the last station. And we have Shinsu blazing up behind Evankel. You know who I am, and yet you dare say that. I know, you have the power of the ancients. Okay, somebody brought this up in... I don't remember if it was the comments or if it was just somebody else's analysis or something that I ended up reading somewhere. But somebody brought up the power of the ancients before. So, I forget what the power of the ancients means. It had something to do with Rak. Does that mean that they can control different elements, like the Avatar? I thought that's what I thought that's what it meant. But there are 2 high rankers, myself included, and around 30 rankers in that floating castle over there. 30, wow. So 2 high rankers and 30 rankers, I still feel like Yuan Sung and Evankel could take them. Also, I wonder what rank Yulker is. Am I supposed to be impressed? Okay, and we see this huge animal-like sooooo basically forming up behind Evankel. So I wonder if that is similar to what Rak will be able to do at some point or something. Because I don't remember the power of the ancients fully, the full explanation, but this does remind me of some of the stuff we saw when it was being explained. Okay. So that's Evankel's power then. I'm gonna show you just how meaningless that number is in the face of my power, Lord Evankel. And then, is this the Guardian itself that Bomb saw that time? It's so noisy that I can't get any sleep. You sound like a hormonal teenager. Mr. Administrator, so it is the Guardian that Bomb saw back on the floor of test. You've made a big mistake by disrupting my sleep with all this noise and stirring up trouble on the level you're supposed to be managing. As of today, you guys are fired. And then, huge blast. Administrator, fired. Please, no. And then Yuan Sung is covering his eyes. And we hear them yelling no. And it looks like they were flashed out of there. We have those whoosh symbols. Yeah, they're teleported out. Teleportation. So, this is the warp gate, says Yuan Sung. Where does it lead to, says Evankel. I'm not sure. So wait, did the administrator just destroy all the other people and save those 2? I'm not sure about that, but it seems like the administrator's trying to take us somewhere. Perhaps to the last station. So, it's just a short trip, huh? You didn't have to go so far as to fire us. That was such a sweet job. Maybe it means we'll never be able to come back. So I guess now they're going to join up with Bomb's group, or they're going to be the ones to save them, which I think will be an interesting dynamic. Because remember, Yuri wanted to fight Yuan Sung, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays in with that. Maybe it means that we'll never be able to come back, and you got yourself fired for messing around like that. Hey, don't say that or it might come true. Anyway, and he looks back, we need to start our journey now. And now to the Hell Train, okay. And now we have Andrasi and Beta launching an attack on Joaquin. Big crashing burst of Shinsu, and he lands on his feet. This is so annoying. I wanted to just devour you without any trouble. I'll just have to kill half of you. White. And we have Waryun behind him. You. Why are you alone? I have a favor to ask of you. A favor? Have you suddenly decided that you'd like me to devour you? Sorry, but I don't eat filthy souls like yours. I know. I came looking for you because I've wanted to ask you for this favor from the very start. I've noticed that, you noticed that I've started seeing things even on the train, right? So, based on what I've seen, we'll end up facing an enormous challenge at the very last station. I'll help you find your last clone. And then he looks surprised. In exchange, lend us the power to get through. And of course, basically all of us have been saying this, is that White is going to be completed in order to help them escape. In exchange, lend us the power to get through the crisis. Slayer White. So I wonder if White's going to be completed and fight what was his name? It wasn't Caravan. It was something similar to that though. That guy. The new commander guy. Maybe White is gonna have to fight him. What? What did you just say, Rachel? Says Bomb. I said, don't you want to know the reason that you were trapped in that cave? But how? You said you didn't know anything. I was lying. That's kind of what you should expect by now. I was lying. I didn't want to tell you the truth. Do you think you were born to come here, defeat Zahard, and become the hero that would change this tower? No, Bomb. You weren't born for that. You weren't born to save this tower. You're a monster. Born to curse this tower and devour everything. Arlen always called you a monster. Rachel, how? That's all I'll tell you for today. So long, Mr. Traveler, she thinks. Too bad, Bomb. Now you have a reason to keep chasing after me when you don't even like me. And she smiles. Oh, the evil. Oh, so good. Oh, that was ultimate dick move. Rachel, says Bomb, and then we have a huge explosion from beneath her. Black Turtle. And then Yura's escaped as well. Damn it, they got away, and there's just a hole left. And Bomb is obviously like, fucking hell again. Rachel, how do you know my mother? He says. Several months later. Okay, hell. Skipping several months? Several months later, the alley leading to the last station. Oh, we have a Quant Soda. And somebody laughing. Is it going to be Quant himself? Oh no, it's Ship's team. Isn't this awesome, Hatsu? We're on our way to meet our good old friends. Just shut the hell up already. We have Luray in the background. I'm so proud of us for being there to greet them before anyone else. And he's just laughing. Okay, so we have at least those three. I don't think we'll be the first ones there. And I wonder now that looks like the same sword from before. Huh? Is someone already there? Yeah, quite a few people from the looks of it. Okay, so now we see all the suspended ships. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, so we've had a several month time skip now. And it looks like we're getting a lot of hype. We're getting this guy there, and who knows if he's going to be bringing his 2 high ranker servants, 30 ranker servants, whatever else is under his command. Who knows if he's going to be bringing all those there. And they're going to be up against, Yuri, Evan, Karaka, White, and then add Evan, Kell, and Yuan Sung on top of that. Plus, we're going to have the allies of Bomb's group helping Bomb's group as well. I don't think we're probably gonna not see Rachel and them for a bit. I think they're probably just gonna escape and be out of the story because Bomb's group has more important things to do at the moment, like escaping. And I find it pretty cool too that this is gonna be different for Rachel's group, because if she's just escaping with Yura and they left, say, Traveler and Traveler and Joaquin both behind, then I don't know. I guess Rachel's kind of starting from scratch with this team all over again. If she's leaving both of them behind, she's already lost Kasano. So I wonder if others can show up to this too. Like, we know Ship and Hatsu and Luray are there, but I'm thinking there's a chance that Anak's probably with them. Team Anak and Ron, and the rest of Ron's team. What was it? Novik, Jaja, Beta's not with them anymore, and Novik, Jaja, and Dan. So they might be there too, and I think it'd be pretty exciting if this is where we have Kasano and Horyang come back, and possibly even more than that. I doubt we'll see Daniel or Akka again. We could, but I doubt it. I doubt we're seeing those two, but it's possible. I also think it's possible. I've been saying for a while, Elaine will come back here, Elaine will come back there. I really think it's possible that Elaine will come back because she is technically a regular, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Elaine's technically a regular, and she was with Ha Jinsung. And that's something I just remembered. We have Ha Jinsung and Masheni basically alone now, and that was several months ago. So I don't know if Masheni just gave him that information and left in order to kind of send him there, protect that group as part of her own plans, because in order to beat Yuri herself, she kind of has to protect that group, I guess, or else somebody else is going to take down Yuri before her, or whatever. So that's always a possible plot point that could exist. There's just so much going on that this time skip could bring us. So we could have Ha Jinsung showing up to join those other 6 rankers / high rankers I talked about, and that would be another high ranker in the mix. Don't know if Masheni will actually be there, because that would show her cards to Zahard too much. Whereas she's kind of acting on her own, but without trying to give herself away too much. And then that would leave... We still don't know what Edwan's doing. Oh yeah, but like people brought up in the comments, when she said her father, she could have been referring to Zahard, not Edwan. So never mind. Moot point. There was something else I was thinking. Oh yeah, Ha Jinsung was the last one we saw Elaine with. So Elaine, it's always possible she'll be back as well. And even if she isn't technically a regular, which I believe she is, neither is Beta. Beta's not technically a regular, but he's been with them forever. And I'm not sure that Hua Ryun is technically a regular either. And same with Albelda, and Albelda took tests with them. So I guess you're allowed to use people that aren't technically regulars. Guess that's not against the rules. So yeah, things are just, there's so much complexity and so many things that haven't been just directly flat out explained that basically anything's possible at this point. But I enjoyed this. Gonna try to get the video up as quickly as possible. That's it. Thank you once again for watching. Like if you did like the video. Comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my first thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. If you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us there, just ask. And that's it. So, thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.